Tonight's dua, I'm going to be very honest with you. First time I ever heard this dua. And Allahu Akbar. I immediately started memorizing it, and I said, I have to share it with my beloved brothers and sisters. Rasulullah ﷺ asked us in this dua to seek refuge from 5 things. And wallahi, just one of them in our life will give us sleepless nights. Allahumma, as usual, I will say in Arabic and then I will explain. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min jari su' wa min zawjin tushayyibuni qabla al-mashib wa min waladin yakunu alayya rabba wa min malin yakunu alayya adhaba wa min khalilin makirin عينه تراني وقلبه يرعاني إذا رأى حسنة دفنها وإذا رأى سيئة أذاعها. Allahu Akbar. Rasulullah ﷺ taught us to seek refuge from 5 things. Ya Allah, I seek refuge from an evil neighbor and from a spouse, and specifically a wife, that makes my hair gray before the time of the hair to become gray. And from a child who is acting as my Lord. And from money that cause me torture. And from a deceitful friend that his eye is watching me and his heart is mindful of me, waiting for me. If I did something good, he conceals it. And if I did something evil, he broadcasts it. Allahu Akbar. Wallahi, first time I hear this dua. And subhanAllah, that's why we are always called students of knowledge. Evil neighbor. Subhanallah. That's why in Arabic they say, Al-jar qabla ad-dar. When you want to buy a house, check the neighbor first, then buy the house. Because no matter how beautiful and how gorgeous is the house, if you have an evil neighbor who's going to disturb you day and night, he has a dog barking, he's going to come drunk every single night, he yells and fights with his wife every single day, his kids are causing so much trouble. Subhanallah, what's the benefit of that beautiful house? So number 1, Ya Allah, protect me from an evil neighbor. Number 2, Ya Allah, protect me from a spouse that caused my hair to become white. Before the time to come, it becomes white. I see a lot of brothers shaking their heads. Shaykh, I need this dua. Like Rasulullah ﷺ said, a righteous woman is the best thing in dunya. And I'm sure every single man agrees. Subhanallah. خير متاع الدنيا المرأة الصالحة. This woman that Rasulullah ﷺ is telling us to seek refuge, keep her away from us, is the woman that's nagging day and night. A woman that asks me for things that I cannot afford. A woman that I do not look forward to come home and see. A woman that is constantly backbiting, look at this, look at that, comparing, look at what my neighbor got, look what my cousin have, look what they did their party. Always, constantly making me worried. I don't feel secure, I don't feel at peace in the company of that woman. And also, it's also because the hadith said zawjin. So it also could be a man who's giving also a very hard time to his wife, making her hair get white before the time it gets white. Usually it gets white at 40, 50. I'm in my 30s, it became white early. But this woman makes it come white at 20, 25, it becomes white. So this is the second. Third, which is subhanallah, many brothers and sisters are complaining about. وَلَدْ يَكُونُ عَلَيَّ رَبًّا. Allahu Akbar. A child that he is my Rabb. Usually the father, in Arabic they call him Rabbul A'ila. He is the Rabb of the A'ila. He's the one in charge of the family. Now, Ya Allah, do not make my child my Rabb. He's the one who tells me what to do. He's the one who raises his voice. He's the one who slams the door in my face. He is the master and I am the slave. Ya Allah, protect me from such a child, a boy or a girl, a son or a daughter. Keep them away from me. I don't want such a child, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, bless me with a righteous child that will be the coolness of my eyes. You know how many people complain that their kids are not listening, the kids are fighting, the kids are cursing. A brother came, his son hit him. The son hit the father. People my age know that in our days, if your father passes by, you lower your gaze and you start shaking. You will not dare to raise your voice for an inch higher. You only speak when you're told to speak. Subhanallah. وَلَدًا يَكُونُ عَلَيَّ رَبًّا. Wow. Rasulullah ﷺ said this 1400 something years ago, and we are witnessing it, unfortunately. The fourth one, وَمِن مَالٍ يَكُونُ عَلَيَّ عَذَابًا. And Ya Allah, protect me from wealth, that it will become punishment for me. This wealth is constantly occupying my mind, that I start neglecting my salat. How many people the job or the businesses have made them miss their salat, miss their Jumu'ah? Ya Allah, I want an income that is halal. Because the haram income, it will be a adhab for me in the dunya and in the akhirah. A punishment for me in this dunya and in the akhirah. And the last one, subhanallah, from a khalil. Listen to this, because we all know that Rasulullah ﷺ, when he says a word, he did not say sadiq, he did not say sahib, he did not say rafiq. He said khalil. And what does khalil mean? Very close friend, very close friend. But he said makir. Makir is deceitful. This friend, he's pretending to be a friend. He's deceitful. Aynuhu tarani. He's watching me all the time. And his heart is yar'ani. He's always mindful of me. He's waiting. You know that friend that is just waiting for you to make a mistake? That's waiting for you to do something wrong? Rasulullah ﷺ continued and said, if I do something good, dafanaha, from dafn. You know, when we go to the graveyard, we do dafn, right? He bury it. He doesn't mention it to anyone. But if I do something evil, look, I don't know in Urdu, do you use the word ida'a? Ida'a, broadcast? Okay, when you have a station, ida'a, broadcast something. Rasulullah ﷺ used the word broadcast. Not like he tells everybody, WhatsApp, yalla, to everyone. I saw him today. You know, she was there with my own eyes. And he tells everybody when he sees a sayyah, and if he sees something good, he never mentions it. Allahu Akbar. 5 things that Rasulullah ﷺ taught us to seek refuge from. Who's going to help me? Evil neighbor? A beautiful wife? No. A spouse that caused, I keep using the word spouse because I don't want to hear it from the sisters. A spouse that caused white hair. A child that is acting as if he's the father and I'm the child. Money that is cause for my destruction. And a friend that is deceitful, that does not really praise me when I do something good and does not warn me when I do something evil. May Allah protect us all from these 5 and from any evil. May Allah make our last deeds our best deeds and our last words, La ilaha illallah. Tomorrow's Fajr is the most beloved salat to Allah. Rasulullah ﷺ said, Salat al-Jumu'ah, the Fajr of Jumu'ah in Jama'ah is the most beloved salat to Allah. See you all at 5:30 inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما إن الذين يؤذون الله ورسوله لعنهم الله في الدنيا والآخرة وأعد لهم عذابا مهينا والذين يؤذون المؤمنين والمؤمنات بغير ما اكتسبوا فقد احتملوا بهتانا وإثما مبينا.